like a jet plane, and I don't know where it's all gone. But the good thing is it's just beginning. Everything is just beginning. We are in a very brand new stage of our business, and we've got good news for you. So if you're a guest here today, we want to welcome you, and we want to just say thank you for joining us, taking time out of your day to be here with us to hear a little bit more about our New Age experience and our Level Up movement. And I want to tell you, I'm really excited about the guest I have today because he has been a faraway mentor to me. He probably doesn't even know that, but I've been watching him, and I've known about his great successes for a year and a half. And that's when we merged our companies together. And so you are going to be so pleasantly surprised. But what you don't know is what goes on behind the scenes in this man's life and what he does for other people. And so if you are a guest, just put your seatbelt on and listen up with your ears, open up your heart so that you can hear exactly why you are here. And also you might want to say thanks to the person that invited you, because they thought enough of you to invite you here and thought maybe this might be something that could help you in your health or help you and your family with their finances, or maybe just you need a community of people. And so I am going to share my screen really quickly here and just show you a quick picture. I had to steal this off of Facebook, but that's okay. And Todd and Ashley Rowland live in Destin, Florida. Amazing, amazing people. Like, I was so impressed, not because Todd has this, stuffy, arrogant aura. It's because Todd is a down-home guy. He is a people person. He is a lover of the people. He will look you in the eye like you're the only one in the room. Ashley is so sweet. I'm like, wow, how did this little goddess get to be with this country boy? I want to know their story, and I don't really know their story, but I do know that Todd has helped so many people to succeed in this industry for many, many years. He's been at the top of the game, making a lot of money, helping a lot of people to change their life. And how fulfilling is that when you can actually see the lives of the people you've changed? And so Todd is a New Age chairperson one. He lives in Destin, Florida. He's a father. He's a husband. He's a mentor. I don't think he's a grandpa yet. And I think I'm going to let him just take this now and share his story. So Todd, are you there with me?
We are, Robin. It is so excited to be with you. You are absolutely fantastic. I love this call every week, so couldn't be happier. And yes, I've been asking myself the same question, how this goddess actually ended up with me for the last 25 years. I just thank God that he did. She did.
Yes. Well, thank you for coming on. Todd, I'm wondering if you would just, give us a history. Like, where'd you come from? Where'd you come from in business? How did you get here where you are now with New Age? I'd love, and then I want to ask you a few questions, but I want you to just tell us your story and share with the people why this has been such an incredible opportunity for you and what it's meant to you. But start at the beginning. Let's hear a little bit about your history.
Awesome, Robin. Well, the theme of the day is level up. So when I was 31 years old, I always try to explain this to people. Sometimes people level up because they want to, and sometimes people level up because they have to. And when it comes to a financial standpoint, I never wish somebody into a bad spot, but generally speaking, when you're trying to level up your life financially because you have to, the chances of success are going to be greater than if you're doing it just because you want to. And when Ashley and I found this industry, we were in a really desperate situation financially. I was coaching high school football. I loved my profession. I had won state championships. I was at a great school. I wasn't somebody that didn't like what they did. I just didn't make enough money. Ashley was a stay-at-home mom with our 4 children. And anybody that out there that has 2, 3, 4 children, just know the expenses never end, the insurance, the diapers, the food. At the time, we did not own a house. We were renting a house, so the rent, the electricity, I mean, it's never ending. There's always something else that costs money. Trying to feed 6 mouths if we go out to eat. Some of them were on baby food at the time, but others would order their own meal. So when we entered into this industry, I just thought, I didn't know for sure, because anytime you see somebody else's success, just like some of you may be looking today, I don't ever consider myself on the other side, but I'm definitely not as broke as I once was. So sometimes when you look at somebody talking on a Zoom like this, you're thinking that's them, not me. So I obviously had those same exact thoughts when this industry was shown to me, and I saw people making it. I wanted to be them. I wanted to create extra income in my life, but obviously I'm very normal and like everybody else, and didn't know if I could actually do it for myself. So I always look backwards, and I don't really want to be in that position again, but I do thank God for the have to. I really didn't have a choice. I had to make something else work in my life. If not, we were going to have some real issues with people that were trying to collect money from us that we didn't have the money to pay them. And over the course, Robin, of a couple of years part-time, I ended up building not just an extra income, but an income that was significantly more part-time than I was making as a football coach, and decided to give it a whirl full-time, and been doing it ever since. It creates time freedom and residual income. And as you alluded to, allows us to meet so many great people around this country and now around the world, and get intertwined in their lives. Robin, I would have never known you. I would have never seen your genius and your sweetness and your ability to speak in front of the room if it not for this industry. So just excited to be here.
Oh, I love that. Well, I've heard some things about you. I've had to ask some questions around, not trying to talk behind your back or anything. But I wanted to know, what do you do the best? So I asked one of your mentees, what do you do the best? What does Todd do the best, that, in your opinion? And this young man said to me, he believes in you before you can believe in yourself. And he takes you under his wing, and he mentors you, and he shows you the way. And not a lot of times when you go to a job, or you have a career, or you have a business, you don't have somebody that can mentor you, that'll actually show you the way. And we have a plan, right? We have a plan that you can follow. And I just want to give you a big shout out for helping those people who you don't even know them necessarily, but you have the ability to see into somebody and call out what their great strengths are and help them along the way. And so on that line, that's kind of like helping them to level up, isn't it? It's helping them to level up in their life. Now, I want to say, I don't know what your angle is in your car right now, but you look like you've lost some weight. Have you been you've been busting your hump, haven't you?
We have. I'm headed to do a big meeting in North Mississippi. Ashley was driving me, but we're kind of in the country in the great state of Alabama, headed to Mississippi, and cell phone coverage is horrible. So I pulled over. But yes, I was just asking her, I was like, because I'm down about 14 pounds since the Level Up program started. And I was just asking her, I said, can you see the weight loss in me? So Robin, you made my day.
Oh
awesome.
My gosh. Yeah, I totally can see it.
Since it started. It is, so Robin, you said something there, and I think that's the coach in me, but I think we all have greatness within us. Every one of us. God gives us different talents. So some people are great at some things and some are great at others, but all of us have the ability to be great at something we choose to do. And I chose to be great at this business. So I found where my strengths were, and I try to really push there, and I work on my weaknesses, because I obviously have weaknesses in this business too, things that don't come as easy as I see it come from some others. But on the nutrition realm, I've got my master's in nutrition.
Oh, I didn't
So
know
I've been taking supplements for 30 years, and I'm a huge believer. So I really take everything our company has to offer. I love all the liquid nutrition. I love the Lemu product that you guys brought to the table. It's a part of my regiment now. It's the reason I've been able to run now a mile 11 days in a row. I've always tried to exercise, but Robin, let me tell you one of my weaknesses. One of my weaknesses is I love to eat, and I eat healthy, but nonetheless, I still love to eat. I eat too much sometimes at particular meals. I'm always hungry at night, which is the absolute worst time to eat. I love to act. I actually am one of those weird people that love to exercise, but you get really busy in life and you skip a day, then you skip 2 days, then you skip 3 days, you're traveling, you get home from traveling, you're tired. So the greatest thing about this Level Up program is it's forced me to be disciplined in areas of my life that that don't come easy. It's forced me to follow the approved food list perfectly because I know that I'm accountable now to a big nation of people doing the same thing. It's
Yes.
forced me now 11 days in a row to go run a mile. Walking two's equally as good, but so because I know if I don't, I'm letting somebody down. So that's the greatest thing about this program is it's not just keeping the brand new person accountable, it's keeping people like myself that have been doing this for years highly accountable because I know I'm watching all the other posts on the social media. So it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. It really is. I'm so excited to be a part of this program.
Oh my gosh. So are you saying that you've lost 14 pounds in 11 days?
I have. I
Oh,
have.
what? Okay, so there's all the women on here are gonna hate you because, women don't lose as quickly as men.
Robin, I've done it exactly. Hey, I've gained 14 pounds in 10 days before too. It can go both directions. But I had been trying for a really long time to drop some weight. But I would always just do little bitty things that would mess it up. I would eat at 9 o'clock. I would have
Mm,
bread with my meal. I would drink a glass of wine.
mm,
I would, whatever my body's like a lot of people's bodies in my 50s now is very sensitive to anything I do wrong. So
yes.
really the Level Up program has only changed two things. I already drink a gallon of water a day. I've tried to up that, but I've definitely continued it and tried to up it. But the two things I've done is I have made myself exercise every day and I have not cheated. And that is the difference. And that allows your body to get on your side and it allows that glucose to burn out and the glycogen out of your muscles, and it allows you to start burning fat for energy. And so I always
Mm,
tell you, anybody that's on a plateau, don't not for my sake and not for Robin's sake and not for your upline's sake, for your own sake, be accountable to the little cheat things you do that frees your body, especially if you're sensitive.
yes. Oh my gosh, I love that. And, a gallon of water a day is a lot. It's a lot of water. And I know, like, I measure mine. I do it. I have to measure it. Otherwise, I won't get it in, right? If you don't
I
measure it,
saw that on your Facebook post. I got the
it's
same mason jar out after I saw your post. I loved it.
well, it's kind of like life. If you have goals, if you don't measure your goals, you don't know where you're at. You don't know how much you've done and where you're going. And so can I just have you just speak really quickly on what does this Level Up movement mean for people who might want to make a little bit of extra money? Like, how does that work for them? And how could they bring their friends or their family members on board, link arms with them and all that?
So, Robin, the answer to that is twofold. First is the Level Up is a movement, and it's a movement that's only begun. The movement will gain traction and grow. So, on the first token, it creates a very easy invitation. We're not inviting someone to buy our product. We're not inviting somebody to join our company, which both want what our products deliver, and everybody wants what our company can offer from a financial standpoint. But we really don't like to be sold in the world. We like to buy. So with that invitation can be a bit sticky at times if not said the right way. So now then the invitation is we're inviting you to join our Level Up movement. We're a community of people losing weight, regaining our health, creating a better income for ourselves with residual in nature, which creates a Level Up movement in time freedom and being able to do things with our family. So that's the first side of it. But then from the actual business side of it, thank you to Rick Redford and the company, they created a system now with these Level Up packs that if I level up with a Level Up pack and get started, I've got everything I need to really catapult my success.
Yeah.
but it's only like 315 to 320 now, and it's free shipping if you subscribe and save. But the greatest thing is, if I do find 4 people to join my level up movement, they will level up my personal pay from 15 to 30% on personal sponsoring. So it is
Wow.
it's all the way around. It's an easy invitation to the movement, and then it's less expensive now to join the movement, and it's now, without having to buy a bunch of product, you can level yourself right into the highest pay our company has to offer. So many great things on so many angles, Robin.
I totally love that. I love that. Well, another thing I just want to add to is it's kind of like, when you're trying to venture out and do something like this, like, everybody, well, not everybody, but many people have a little bit of extra weight to lose. Some people have a lot of weight to lose. And so when you're doing that and you're trying to do it on your own, it's not always as easy trying to do it on your own. Like going to the gym, or, everybody's been in their houses for a year and a half, and it gets a little bit lonely. And so we are created to be together. So whether I'm here with you, like you're there in Alabama, I'm here in Colorado, and we're together. And when I'm out walking or doing my run, I might not be able to be on a FaceTime with somebody on a run because it gets a little jiggly, but doing it with somebody else is half the bonus of it, because you get to bring your friends and family. So it's kind of like reading a book. If you read a book by yourself, you're going to get stuff out of it. You're going to get something out of it. But if you read it with a friend or a club, a book club, then you get all the interaction. You get their point of view. What are they struggling with? What is the good things that they see? So we're kind of in this level up movement together. And I can link arms with Anthony in Texas, and I can link arms with you in Florida or Alabama or wherever you are for the day. And we can do this together. And why not make a little money on the side? Because, it's proven, and you probably know this. I don't know if you've been in the real estate industry. I'm sure you've invested at times, but in 2008, when all those people lost their homes, the statistics say that if the people that lost their homes would have had an extra $400 a month coming into their family, they wouldn't have lost their homes. That's a big deal, because $400 a month is not that much money, but it is that much money, isn't it? It can make the difference. So if you have, like, I'm sure people are seeing you going, what the heck? What are you doing? Like, I need to lose some weight. What are you doing to lose weight? I know I have a rep on my team who joined, and she is busting butt. Like, she has dropped 32 pounds, but it looks like she's dropped 50. I mean, you can't even believe how this stuff is dropping off. And that's because we're feeding our body good nutrition. We are drinking all that water. That water is flushing out the toxins. But I want to encourage anybody here, if you are looking for somewhere to really level up your life, and I'm not just talking about in your health, this is a movement of positive, motivated individuals. And they say that you are the sum total of the 5 people that you hang out with the most. So, like, I want to hang out with you and Ashley. I want to hang out with you guys. I want to hang out with Brent Palmer. I want to hang out with Mark Wilson and Brent Willis, because then what happens is we level up, right? We come from down here and we come up here so that we can all be on a better playing field. So, Todd, do you have any other thing, or does Ashley have anything that you guys want to just add in that might encourage somebody to just jump on board and come on this movement with us? Because like you said, it's not just a couple of weeks here. We're talking about, this is a movement going forward. This is something, a new age, a new era that we are doing together for a long time.
Yeah, Tammy, by the way, your skin looks wonderful. And one of the great components of drinking a lot of water is it will really make your skin pop. It'll make it age much, much slower. So there's a lot of reasons that we're drinking a gallon of water a day. The drops and the Lamu or the MOA, they all play a huge part. Like, for example, I've ran now, I think today will be my 11th day in a row to run a mile. And I I could not have done that without my MOA, my LeMu. The reason for that is at our age, recovery, inflammation in our ankles, knees, joints, lower back, so much greater. So I always tell people the whole level up system is a kind of a holistic approach. You're getting the supplementation that your body needs for recovery, for reduction of inflammation, for hormonal balance, for cortisol levels lower, so you can get to that body burning fat for energy. You're drinking the water. Water's a part of the ATP process, which is what converts to our glucose or our fat to energy. Without water, it does not work nearly as effective. So water is a huge component in losing weight, and much less being healthy. I always tell people the two things that are completely free that will help you live longer. Actually, there's three things. People hate the third one, but the first one is drink water. The second is get 8 hours sleep. The third one is reduction of calories. The less we eat, the longer we're going to live. There is out of all the scientific research out there on everything, nothing lines up more so than less calories equal longer life. And that's not just here in our country, but around the world. But exercise is also a tremendous component. Dr. Strand, who is our chief medical doctor, always tells people in his practice that if you would just exercise for 40 minutes a day, at least 4 days a week, that your longevity will be longer, especially if you eat right, supplement, drink the clean water. So it's a great approach. And then the great thing about it is, as we level up ourselves, and by the way, I want to hit one last thing, Robin. The community you were talking about, I wasn't joking about your water bottle there. When I saw you do that, you said you had it measured, and you said this on your post. We're all watching each other. So you had it measured. First thing you did was drink it when you woke up in the morning. So I'm always picking up all my great ideas from other people. So that's exactly what I had the next morning. I had that mason jar on my dresser, and before I even got out of bed, the whole thing was already in me. So it's just a fantastic way to start your day.
I love it.
What I was going to say is that all transfers now into us building a residual income in our life, because what we're doing now is we want to go get the world in our level up movement. Everybody wants better. Everybody wants to lose weight. Everybody would like to exercise, but when we're by ourselves in this world, it's easy to lie to ourselves. It's easy to cheat ourselves. It's easy to make excuses. I'm as good as anybody at doing all of those things with myself, but I hold myself to a much higher standard when I know I'm accountable to other people. So in this community with us all, one of the requirements on the Level Up program is that we all must post every day. So anytime we see somebody not posting, what we know is they probably had a cheat day. They didn't get the exercise in. They didn't drink their water. They didn't eat from the approved food list. They didn't do the drops right, and they don't feel like they should post. So it makes us all do better. Know that there are 2 or 3 times already that I was traveling. I'm like, how am I gonna get my mile in today? One night I flew somewhere, then I drove 4 hours, and I think my mile got in at 8:30 after I checked into a hotel room. I was like, oh my gosh, I would have never done this without the Level Up community. So just so excited, Robin. You're amazing, and you do such a great job on these Zooms.
Oh, thank you so much. And that is commitment. And one thing you said, is about the accountability. You either know they're cheating, or here's another point of view. So for the last, 5 days, I've had some terrible vertigo, and so I haven't been able to go running. Now I'm a runner. I love running. When I go walking, I want to run. I'm like the horse that wants to get out of the gate really quickly. And so when I haven't posted that, the accountability part is either you're cheating or something's wrong, right? And so I've had people checking up on me, like, are you okay? We haven't seen you posting on your exercise, and I was like, wow, this really is a family. This is a family where we do link arms together. And for you to say, like, you're one of the top income earners in the entire company worldwide, And for you to say that you have watched me and you learned something from me about how to drink my water, that is amazing to me. So thank you for that. And I won't keep you any longer. I know you're on your journey, and we are going to go ahead, everyone, and do a short presentation so that you get a little more detail on what our Level Up community and movement is. And I'm going to let Todd and Ashley go back on their journey. But thank you so much for taking the time out, pulling over. Thanks, Ashley. I can't wait to see you guys in October in Salt Lake City. And you guys have a beautiful day. Be safe driving. All my love for you guys. And thank you so much for taking the time out to just be here with us and share your story.
Absolutely. Everybody
All
have a super blessed day.
All right. Have a good day. We'll see you later. All right. Thank you, everybody, for listening in. Wow, wasn't that amazing? Like, Todd is one of the most incredible people I've met. Like, I've watched him and I've met him, and his wife is incredible as well. Now, I am going to just share my screen again really quickly, because for those of you who don't know what we're doing in the Level Up movement, I want to give you just a couple of real details. You know, we're not gonna spend a lot of time, but New Age is really a movement. It is a new age. It's a new era. Really, don't we need a little bit more, a little better, a newer time frame, a newer outlook on life than we've had in the last couple of years? You know, there's so much negativity going on in life, right? And we don't want to stay. Most people don't want to stay in their own little box. So it's a new age. It's a new era. We're here to help you to level up. And so we want to just encourage you to level up your health. And this is how we're doing it. Because in most cases, you're probably needing to have better health, feel better, have more energy, maybe lose a little bit of weight. And sometimes that just comes as a side effect, right? When you're leveling up your life, sometimes weight loss is a side effect. So you might want to make more money. You might want to pay off some debt or create some more time freedom. Time freedom for me is critical. Like, I see my good friend, Dr. Bob, on here, and I can tell you he is a retired dentist, and I bet you time freedom is very important to him, right, Bob? Because when he was in practice, you can bet he was tied to that dental chair, right? If he didn't work on somebody's teeth, he wasn't making no money. And it's not, you know, you don't get to charge somebody to fill that cavity more than once, or to create a beautiful smile more than once. So for us, we get to help people, and it keeps blessing us over and over and over. So New Age is a social selling and distribution company, with a network of brand partners. And we work from home. Actually, we work from our phone or from our home from around the world. And I love that, because we are able to hit all these different industries: health and wellness, energy, weight loss, skincare, personal care. Todd touched a little bit about some of those, but all products aren't created equal. And you guys will know that if you go to the health food store, you're going to find some products that have a little better efficacy than other products. But what you don't know is what's really inside of those products. And so we have the RX seal of approval, which I really love. I was able to see that firsthand when I went to corporate office and I saw our manufacturing plant and our testing facilities. And we have all these amazing testing certificates that prove beyond a reasonable doubt at all that we have the finest products. We have Dr. Ray Strand. He is our Chief Medical Officer. Deanna Latson, who is our Chief Product Officer. Dr. Ginger Decker. We have Dr. Alberto Pena, Dr. Crystal Vance. We have Jane Bolin. All these people are medical professionals that put their input in and they help to design what we have so that the people can get the very best products. Now, leveling up, you can see a vast array of quality products and a business opportunity. I love that we have a business opportunity, and we want you to join our movement. We want you to be in our book club. We want you to link arms with us, because it's not about us. It's about you and me together, where I would have never met Dr. Bob if I hadn't been in this business. Like, and he doesn't live that far away. He lives within an hour away from me, but he's a wonderful man who has a positive outlook on life. And that's what I'm looking for. People who care, people who have a positive motivation about life. And it doesn't mean they don't have issues, right? It doesn't mean that we don't have life happening. But what happens is, when you're in a group together, in a movement together, we can link arms and we can encourage one another. So there's several paths that you can choose. So I'm going to show you a few of our level up packs. You can get a superfood and phytonutrients pack. You can get weight loss. You can get energy. We have products that will suit everyone. And for instance, I have a friend who has struggled with breast implant illness, where she had breast implants years ago. And, you know, there's some really terrible things that have happened with women who have gotten implants where they leak, and then they make your body sick. And so her inflammation in her body is out of this world. It's coming through her skin, all kinds of stuff. So the Superfoods Phytonutrient Pack is going to be a really great pack for her, because she has the noni in there. Noni is Tahitian noni from the Tahitian noni fruit. It's got all these amazing anti-inflammatory properties, immune building properties. Alimu Original is anti-inflammatory, antiviral, anti-cancer, anti-tumor. Liquid nutrition from the sea. MOA's 36 superfoods, all together in one little packet. And then we have noni collagen, which is an incredible collagen protein, which, you know, that's all the buzzword, right? Collagen is the buzzword. And it's going to really help her body to release some of that inflammation and fight some of that illness. I told you about Limu Original, improves your sleep, helps your hair. MOA is the 36 superfoods. Now, I'm not going to give you all the details on this, because you can look these things up yourself. Or if someone invited you here, please do get back with that person and ask them a little bit more about each of these products. Now, one thing I will say about MOA is one of our products that the elite athletes use. And elite athletes need a better recovery time. That means that when their body is performing at ultimate, the highest performance that they can do, their body needs to be able to recover in a very quick amount of time. And that just means to go back to its normal heart rate, its normal body. And MOA has helped people to do that. One of my reps just told me yesterday that she was actually able to run a mile straight through without stopping for the first time in 15 years. What? That's pretty awesome, isn't it? And look at, these are 3 different reasons to drink it. Reduces inflammation. You want the inflammation reduction. If I'm feeling a little puffy, I just take a little MOA and I drink it down, or I drink a little bit of Limu Original. So we have several different products that you can use. MOA is a little handier to take with you when you're gone out on it, out in the day, but we have a lot of anti-inflammatory products. So it's also great for athletic performance, which I told you, and it boosts your immune system. Noni, you want to eat more noni fruit. And how do you eat that? Because I've heard it tastes so dang terrible, you can't hardly put it in your mouth, right? I had one guy say how terrible it was because he actually ate the fruit in Hawaii. And he said, oh my gosh, he told me how bad it tastes. And I won't even tell you that on here. But it helps and it aids in healthy joint function. It promotes healthy cardiovascular function, enhances your immune system, it boosts physical endurance. So when you put all these superfoods together, wow, your body is going to be so happy. Now with Slender Eyes, these are my fave. Like, I love these because I'm at that certain age, you know, not quite 60, but a little over 50. You know what I'm saying? And when you go through that as a woman, your hormones seem to have this, popcorn effect. Bing, bing, bing. They don't really want to stay stable. But when you take your Slender Eyes drops, oh my gosh, it helps with the crazy hormones. I'm talking about cortisol, insulin levels, sugar levels that are balancing out. This helps you to stabilize all the other emotions and all the other hormones that you have. So you get your B vitamins in here, and these are all homeopathic remedy designed by a doctor. They designed them specifically for people who struggle with sugar issues, like people who have diabetes. Now, of course, we don't treat, we don't diagnose, we don't do any of those kinds of things. We are not, we cannot say those kinds of things, but what I can say is, how was I before these products and how am I after the products? And the proof is in the pudding. We have a proof food list. I love all these foods on here. This amazing food list that you'll want to go out and purchase so that you're prepared. Rejuvenex. I thought I had a bottle of Rejuvenex on my desk here, but this is my go-to in the morning. Now, I still like a good cup of coffee. Anybody else here like a good cup of coffee? Except that I don't drink it for energy. I drink decaf because my story started years ago when my endocrine system didn't like what was going on. And so it started to crash. And so my adrenals became very sensitive and I was not able to handle caffeine. So Rejuvenex is natural caffeine from green coffee bean extract, which is not the harmful kind. It has brain food, which is L-theanine. And then there's a whole complex of superfruits in there. Acai berry, mangosteen, noni, all these great things. And this gives you a boost of energy. I call it cruise control. So you go up to a nice elevated energy level and you cruise all day long on it. And I love it. You get a little tired in the afternoon, you can take one or two of these. Of course, you don't want to take too many unless you want to be up all night. Noni and collagen, wow. I've noticed a huge difference with the Noni collagen. It is, of course, all the buzz, all the rage. It gives you tighter skin, renews your glow. Lots of amazing health benefits there. And Slender Eyes has our incredible powders that are actually very, very high quality. What do you call that? Non-GMO, organic, all the buzzwords. You're going to love these products. I love Power Boost. And here's my little secret. Sometimes at night, I like a little treat. And so I take the Power Boost and I put in a little, 1 scoop in a little bowl. And I put a little bit of non-sweetened coconut milk in there, just a little. And I mix it up like a paste. And it's so yummy. And I can dip in a strawberry, or I can dip in almond. I can use that as a dip, like a chocolate dip, or I could frost a cake with it, and it's healthy. It's all your amino acids. So those are just some fun things. But look at what's happened to some of these people. This is Dr. Crystal Vance. She leveled up her life, not just in her finances, or not just in her health, but in her finances as well. She's lost 160 pounds over the years, and look at how amazing she looks. And look at Richard Tuggle. Oh my gosh, almost 100 pounds in 6 months' time. Pretty amazing transformation. Look at Susan Frank. After her 4th child, she needed to lose some little bit of weight. Sid and Mary leveled up almost 200 pounds together. We have Melissa, Andrew, Cynthia, Vince. They all leveled up. And Vern, we have lots and lots of different people who are leveling up their life. including the Russian rugby team. Now, come on. So how about, leveling up with your $10,000 savings bonus? I'll take that, right? I'm on my way there. Hopefully in the next little while, I'm going to be getting mine. Because what the company does is they take what you've earned in income and they take a little portion, not out of your income, but they add to it and put it in a savings account for you so that you can spend it however you like. Look at Anthony. He's my rock star. I mean, Anthony is not only leveling up in his health and energy. Now, this man just broke his elbow in a very severe way. And I think without these incredible products, his body wouldn't be healing as well as it's been healing. But Anthony is a helper and a lover of the people. And because he is not self-focused, he's helping others. You know the principles there, people, that when you help others, it comes back to you in return. And Anthony has leveled up his finances. And wow, in a big way, even to the point where he gets to move to the beach because that's where he wants to go. And he can do that. He has the option. So you can be in mommy mode. You can build a global distribution network from your home. You can do it in beast mode if you want to really get cut, work your muscles out. How about that, Bob? Don't you think we should do that, like with this young man over here who is my age? Are you even kidding? I'm going to do the beast mode. I just have to take a little time to get there. But, okay, let's see. As my computer is frozen up here. Oh, here we go. So here's a few of the packs that are available. If you pick a pack and subscribe and save, you're going to be able to get started and earn income at the same time. You might not want to do that, but if you get started at a small level, which is just this small pack here, Rejuvenix and Slenderize, you can earn reward dollars. You can qualify for weekly pay. You can do a transformation pack, which is going to help your body transform. You can do an experience pack, which is going to help you reduce inflammation, lose weight, and have energy. Or you can do the superfood pack. Now, what I have done is I've chosen one pack and I decided to choose to do that one as the pack that I'm going to promote. Doesn't mean the other ones aren't available, but you can choose any of them, but I'm going to promote one of the packs. And so this superfood pack is an amazing pack where you're actually going to see a massive difference in how your body feels. So I'm not going to go through and just share all of the extras and so on and so forth. But I'm going to just tell you, my computer is having a little bit of a fit here. So it's not moving along like I'd like it to, but that's okay. I'm going to stop sharing my screen because I'm not sure what's happening with my computer. But I want to just say thank you so much for listening in, because sometimes you need a little encouragement. Sometimes you need a few friends to link arms with. And you might know, like, if you just think right now, think about this, maybe close your eyes and have a thought, like, who in your life, you're going to have a couple of different categories here. Who in your life do you know that has a health issue? Now, if you tell me you don't know anybody that doesn't have a health issue, I'm telling you, you're not telling me the truth, because everybody either has a health issue or they know somebody that has a health issue, right? So who in that category needs a little bit better health? Make a little list, and why not help them to have a health benefit? Why not take the focus off yourself and help them? Reach out to them to say, do you need to feel better? I know you've been struggling with X, whatever that is. Do you need to feel better? How about somebody you know, this category? Somebody, either you or yourself, need a financial benefit. Same thing. If you tell me that you don't know anybody who needs a financial benefit or needs a little extra money, you're not telling me the truth. because I know a lot of people that need a little extra money. It doesn't mean they're going to jump careers. It doesn't mean they're going to stop being a dentist. It just means that they're going to put this alongside and work part-time only by sharing with their friends, sharing with the people in their life. It's not about them making a fortune. It's about how many people can we help? Because you know this, in the world we've lived in for the last year and a half, we've lived in a world where people want a community of people to be around. They need a health benefit because everybody in the world literally is struggling with their health. And they need a financial benefit. Now, people are stuck at home. Do you know that there's over 30 million Americans that are out of work? And they're at home. They've been at home. So they need something. And how about just sharing something they love with their friends? That's all very simple. So I want to encourage you to just come on board, get your own health transformation started, start leveling up your own life. Join our movement. It is a movement. It's not a month journey. This is going to be a journey that we're going to go on forever. You may jump off the journey at some point, but you'll want to come back on because it's going to be so amazing and so fun. So why not have a little fun, make a little money, feel a little bit better? So thank you everybody for joining us today. I am so grateful for each and every one of you. I know that it's definitely taking some time out of your day, but I so appreciate all of you just sticking with us here. Share this video with your friends. Share Todd's story. Think about somebody who might be in that situation, who you just want to reach out a hand up to, okay? Have a fabulous Thursday afternoon, and we will see you next week at the very same time, very same place. So I think that you all can unmute your lines and you can say goodbye. And thanks for all your